You're watching Action News Now. Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
Dangerous heat continues to move through the southern United States today. The National Weather Service has excessive heat warnings and heat advisories in most of north and central Texas, with temperatures over 105 expected. And you could also see some of this lightning through these large clouds right there near Brandon, Mississippi earlier today. Temperatures actually hit a record-breaking 104 degrees in Jackson, Mississippi, breaking the previous high of 102 set back in 1902. And we're now going to be bringing in our meteorologist, Patrick Wright, joining me here at the desk. And obviously some record highs we're seeing out there like in Mississippi, but we're seeing temperatures just as high in our area as well. How long is that going to last, though?
We've got about 1 or 2 days, including today, with those temperatures, although we start a transition to cooler weather tomorrow. Looking outside right now, it's not too bad. A clear sky all around. Temperatures a couple degrees above average for this time of year, but plenty of sunshine. And yeah, plenty of heat, which is typical for this time of year. This is from the East Los Molinos camera, looking towards the west. Mountains in the distance. Just know your limits while outside and drink plenty of water if you are heading out and about. It will be another warm night, but a cooling does begin tomorrow, at least by a couple degrees, and we start to really see that influence by the middle of this week, and that cooling trend lasts for the majority of the work week. Cloud-wise, nothing is going to block the sky tonight. By 9 p.m., not a single cloud in the sky. Same thing by early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, though, by about 5 o'clock, that starts to change a little bit. A few high clouds pass through here and there, nothing too significant, just enough to add a little bit of a texture to the sky and maybe a moody sunset by tomorrow night. But that moves on pretty quickly. By 9:30, we're clearing out again. Stars will be out again tomorrow evening. We will have a north breeze continuing for tonight. Gusts up to about 20 miles per hour will be possible in all of the valley. That kind of wobbles around when it comes to the winds this evening and into tomorrow morning. By tomorrow morning, we'll still see gusts up to about 20 miles per hour, most of it along the I-5 corridor. This is a north wind. That means it will compress the air and bump up some of those morning lows. So that's something to be aware of, making for some uncomfortable sleeping weather. All of those lows here in just a moment, but for now, from Monday evening, we start to see that change taking place. We have a northerly wind for the North Valley, but a southerly wind for the Mid Valley, and that's going to start to lower some of our temperatures in some cases, but also add a little bit of moisture to the air, which does bump up our humidity levels, therefore at least decreasing a little bit our fire danger. We'll see those trends continuing into Tuesday morning, I should say. By tomorrow morning, lows hovering in the lower 70s for parts of the Mid-Valley, mid-70s along the I-5 corridor, and even the upper 70s possible in Redding. This morning, Redding struggled to get out of the 80s, so it is uncomfortable sleeping weather. Highs tomorrow, a couple degrees cooler, sitting right around 100 to 102 degrees in the valley. This is again, a couple degrees cooler and right around average for this time of year, but still hot, so know your limits. Highs tomorrow, for the fire danger, I should say, is sitting at the high range. So keep that in mind as you are moving out and about for your day. But as we head throughout the next couple of days, ridge of high pressure starts to break down. So as you just saw, temperatures drop down to the lower 90s for Chico for most of this week, even lower 60s possible in the overnight hours. But Redding is a little warmer, sitting in the mid-90s as we head into the middle to end of this week, and the mid-60s for those overnight lows, which is much more comfortable and much more tolerable than in some cases the mid to upper 70s. But we start to warm up just in time for next weekend, so that is something to keep in mind. If you enjoy the cooler weather, enjoy it while it lasts, because the hundreds are just around the corner next weekend.
Great, thank you, Patrick.